We are moving on to Kenyan Topbar hive, and the Kenyan Topbar hive, we have to slant the end, the bottom. So we are doing that. You see it on there. We are measuring 15 inches from the end to this end. 15 inches, and we take 2.5 inches at the bottom, 2.5 inches from that place, and 2.5 inches from this place. So you get 10 inches at the bottom. This is the end size of it. The top is 15 inches and the bottom is 10 inches. Yes.
He's now going to make the sides.
Yes. That's where the two ends. And this is the two ends. So he's going to cut the other ends.
What is that's 26?
23.
That's
Yes.
27.
Yes, 27. 27 inches, yes. You have to cut another, the size of it, that's 27 inches. Two of it, it should be 3. This will be the size and this will be the bottom. So it's also 27 inches. At first we were measuring 3 feet or 36 inches, but we have reduced the size to 27 inches because everybody lack cheap work. The bees have to coat the hives with propolis, and if it is too big for them, they feel the work is too hard for them.
So you're saying that would they abandon the hive if it is too big? If there's too much work, they will abandon the hive.
Yes, they will like to work
in
the small hive.
Okay.
Because the work in the small hive will be easier for them than the bigger hive. Because
and they can start making the honey and everything quicker.
Quicker, very good. That is it. Okay. So we are not starting nailing it. He's cutting a hole for the bees, the entrance. So 1.5 inches from the end. Yes. Then you take 3 inches. Yeah. Half inch. Okay.
So you say about 3 or 4 inches from the side.
Yes.
And then half inch
from the end.
From the bottom of
bottom.
it.
We are going to nail 1 inch nail to set it apart from each other so that no pest can enter into the hive. Okay. The bees will pass through this hole into the hive. You have to cut some stick and put it here to hang the top bars on it. One on this side, one on this side. It must be 24.5 inches. 24.5 inches. 24.5 inches. The top bars is placed here, the comb is going to be hung. This must be baited. After baiting, you put the top bars on it. So we have to bait. We have to bait the top bars. We are finished with the top bar. We have fixed the top bar already, so you have to cover it with iron sheets to prevent the rains. Okay, when you do it like this, you put on a heavy block or anything heavy to prevent it from falling. You finish with the Kenyan Topbar hive. This is called Kenyan Topbar hive. It's finished. Thank you. As this Saltpond Topbar hive. Saltpond Topbar hive, you don't shape it. It's rectangular, and we just want to use Saltpond Topbar hive more than the Kenyan Topbar, because you get the amount of honey you get will be more than the Kenyan Topbar, because when it is stranded, it reduces some sizes of the honey at the size of the comb, and when the size of the comb is reduced, the amount of the comb, the amount of the honey is reduced.
The construction of the hive is very similar to the Kenya Topbar. So the measurements are, other than the bottom, it is still the same.
The same at the top.
So it is
15,
and the length
15,
is 27.
It's 27 inches.
And then the way that you construct the top bar and everything is the same.
It's the same. Everything is the same.
Okay, so here are the 3 types of hives that we've discussed. Your clay hive, which has the bigger bottom and the smaller top, where you harvest from the top. Next is the Kenya Topbar, which is more widely used for beekeeping, where it goes in a little towards the bottom, kind of mimicking the shape of combs. And you have the top bars to remove the combs to harvest the honey. And finally, the Saltpond hive, which is very similar to the Kenyan, except as you see, it doesn't taper off at the bottom. It remains more of a rectangle shape. So these are the 3 types of hives. The reason you would use maybe a Saltpond instead of a Kenyan Topbar is because you can harvest more honey this way, because it doesn't taper off like this one does. However, you can also add the Saltpond to the top of the Kenyan Topbar, which then creates what is called a super langstrom. And what this does is it mimics the idea we have in the clay pot hive. All of the brood will be down here, and then the spacing of the top bars here will allow the workers to go up to the 2nd level, but not the queen. Therefore, this entire top part will be honey, and you can harvest all of that. So those are your different options of hives for beekeeping. No. Make all of these hives. Make can we start?
Bye, corn dog. So what are you doing right now?
It's baiting.